Hi friends, we're from second group. I am Josilia Puspitra Rahayu. The second is Syarif Hidayat. The third is Muhammad Ari Setiawan. And the last is Rizky Novia Dharma. In this video, we're gonna talk about the article we have done before. The title is an evaluation of the Cambridge English for Job Hunting textbook through the lens of Tomlinson's theory, a comprehensive analysis of content and effectiveness. Without further ado, let's get started.
The researchers, Abdul Syahid, Josilia Puspito Rahayu, Muhammad Aryo Setiawan, Rizky Novia Dharma, and Syarif Hidayat. This study is aimed to investigate the compatibility of materials in textbook entitled Cambridge English for Job Hunting, based on Tomlinson's theory. The researchers use descriptive approach research as the type of the study, and the data of the study were done by follows the process involved several stages, and for the result of the study shows that the textbook substantially complies with Tomlinson's criteria for useful tool for language learning. It effectively engages students, builds confidence, offers appropriate information, uses actual speech, and accommodates a range of learning preference and emotional conditions. We move to the background. In background, we discuss about textbook. Textbooks are one of the most influential mediums for enhancing an individual's knowledge. According to Cornea 2014, said that textbooks are essential for achieving learning goals, regardless of whether they are in hard copy or soft copy format. And additionally, textbook is a standard source of information for formal study of a subject, used as an instrument for teaching and learning. Textbook can also serve as an effective medium of initial teacher training, especially for teachers with limited teaching experience. They come accompanied by teacher manuals and can train teachers to teach effectively, promoting better learning outcomes. Commercial textbooks are visually appealing, with high standards of design and production. This quality makes them appealing to learners and teachers alike, creating an environment that is conducive to learning. There are two research questions in study. The first one, are the materials in the textbook in line with Tomlinson's criteria? And the second one, do the material in the textbook support student language skill in the English teaching and learning process? Therefore, the objective of this study are to investigate the compatibility of material in the textbook based on Tomlinson's criteria, and determine whether the material in the textbook supports student language skills in the English teaching and learning process or not. We move to the theoretical study. According to Margaret 2017, Tomlinson has identified 16 criteria that a good textbook should meet. According to him, the materials should have a significant impact on the learners and make them feel at ease while developing their confidence. The content should be perceived as relevant and useful and should require self-investment for the learners. The learners must be ready to acquire the information being taught, and the material should be exposed them to language in authentic use. The learner's attention should be drawn to linguistic features of the input, and the material should provide opportunities to use the target language to achieve communicative purposes. Next, research method. The writer is conducting a descriptive approach research study to determine if the English textbook is in line with Tomlinson's theory. And the analytical procedures used in the study, the process involved in several stages of data collection, which are as follows. First, the researcher selected an English textbook for analysis. Second one, the researchers read the English textbook The third, the researcher carefully review the content of the textbook. And the last, the researcher gathered all the necessary materials from the textbook for analysis. And the gathered data was analyzed in several steps. First, the researchers identified the criteria for analysis. Then the data was subject to both subjective and objective analysis. And finally, the data was matched with the identified criteria to draw meaningful conclusions.
I'm going to explain about the first and the second unit. Are they meeting the Tollinson criterion or not? First, material should achieve impact. The textbooks provide several ways to create impact for students. One of them is by using role play. For example, simulating job interviews can be highly effective. Second, material should help learners feel at ease. One of the tools to make student ease in learning is by providing templates. By using templates, students can focus on understanding the principles rather than starting from the beginning. Third, material should help assist learners in developing confidence. The textbook accomplished this by providing step-by-step guidance on crafting CV. The textbook also breaks down the CV's structure, making it more manageable for students to learn. As a result, students can understand the CV creation gradually, understanding each component, which in increasing in confidence. Fourth, what is being taught should be perceived by learners as relevant and useful. Focusing on CV writing, the topic aligns with real-life activities, such as drafting CVs, making the content highly practical to students. Fifth, the material should require and facilitate learners' self-investment. The textbook motivates learners to engage themselves in the content through activities that encourage reflection on their own experience and abilities. The tasks include drafting personal statements and identifying per individual strength and weakness. 6. Learners must be ready to acquire the point being taught. The textbook organizes the content progressively, moving to simple to more complex. 7. Material should expose learners to authentic language usage. By incorporating genuine job advertisement and application material, the textbook exposes learners to real-life language and terminology that were used in job market, therefore preparing themselves for real-life applications. 8. Learner attention should be directed to linguistic features. The textbook emphasizes specific words relevant to real-life CVs and go deeply into linguistic elements essentially for effective job application in CV writing. 9. Material should enable practical language use. Tasks such as drafting CVs and cover letters simulate real-life communication, encourage students to apply their language skills authentically. 10. Material recognize the late benefit of instructions. It starts with simple tasks, progressing to more complex. 11. Material accommodate diverse learning styles. The textbook utilizes various methods such as visual, auditory, reading or writing, and kinesthetic to present the content. 12. Material adapt to diverse learners' attitudes. By offering multiple CV creation contexts, the textbook engages students of various backgrounds and carry stages. Effect. 13. Material engage intellect, aesthetic, and emotion to enhance learning. Real-life scenarios and personal reflection exercise involve learners at various levels, encourage critical thinking and connecting to personal experience. 14. Material should provide feedback opportunities. The textbook provides reflective tasks. The purpose of this is to helping learners identify strength and weakness in language use and job application. In conclusion, the first and the second unit in the book Cambridge English World Job Hunting effectively fulfills the Tollinson criteria. The textbook offers step-by-step guidance, ensuring learners acquire skills gradually, engaging, coordinated, and prepare to apply for job effectively.
Well, in this part, I'm gonna tell you about Unit 3 and Unit 4. Unit 3 is about effective cover letters, and Unit 4 is about successful interviews. And according to Tomlinson's theory, there are 14 criteria in evaluating a textbook. They are: material should achieve impact, materials should help learners to feel at ease, materials should help the learners to develop confidence, and next is what is being taught should be perceived by learners as relevant and useful. And the fifth, materials should require and facilitate learners' self-investment. The sixth, learners must be ready to acquire the points being taught, both in terms of linguistic, developmental readiness, and of psychological readiness too. And the seventh, materials should expose the learners to language in authentic use. The eighth, the learner's attention should be drawn to linguistic features of the input. The ninth, materials should provide learners with opportunities to use the target language to achieve communicative purposes. And the tenth, materials should take into account that the positive impacts of instruction are usually delayed. And the 11th, materials should take into account that learners differ in learning styles. 12th, materials should take into account that learners differ in effective attitudes. The 13th, materials should maximize learning potential by encouraging intellectual, aesthetic, and emotional involvement, which stimulates both right and left brain activities. And the last is materials should provide opportunities for outcome feedback. In Unit 3 and Unit 4, the first criteria up to 14th criteria are met, whereas for the 14th criterion in the textbook in the Cambridge English for Hunting Job textbook is not fulfilled.
We are going to Unit 5 and Unit 6, the Cambridge English for Job Hunting textbook aligns well with Tomlinson's theory, particularly in Unit 5, Advanced Interview Techniques, and Unit 6 is follow-up. In Unit 5, provides an in-depth understanding of advanced interview techniques, focusing on the skills needed to success in the challenging job interviews. And meanwhile, Unit 6 offers guidance on how to follow up after interviews, strengthening communication skills, and a professional relationship. And then the book's structure includes an introduction to the course. There is no course structure, learning outcomes, instruction on how to use the book effectively, and acknowledgement to contributors. This provides a solid foundation for developing relevant skills and knowledge for successful job hunting. And next is the follow-up unit in the Cambridge English for Job Hunting. Is likely to concentrate on strategies for post-job interview and networking event follow-ups. It would cover the significance of follow-up actions, underscoring their role in reaffirming interest in the position and fostering professional relationship with interviewers and context. Additionally, it will offer guidance on various follow-up methods such as thank you emails, handwritten notes, phone sales, and in message, providing advice on their effective utilization. And furthermore, the unit would delve into crafting personalized follow-up messages that succinctly summarize interview highlights, express appreciation, and reiterate qualification. It would also address timing and frequency consideration, emphasizing the need to balance enthusiasm with professionalism. The unit will provide strategies for interpreting and responding to various types of follow-up response and stress the importance of ongoing communication for long-term relationship building beyond the job search process.